Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video I will be updating you on I Do season 2. It is hot, like they're giving us back-to-back hotness. Guess what? In this video you will get to see how Tanveer died while trying to kill Seher and Sanam. Oh my god. I know you all have been waiting to see when Tanveer will be punished for all the things she has done. If you can remember how she murdered so many people. But guess what? Tanveer would be defeated in this video. Sanam and Seher would defeat Tanveer. You need to watch till the end to find out how everything happened. It is a must watch. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up, tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section. Let's go. Tanveer aims the pistol at Seher while she is scared. Meanwhile, Ahil and Nawab break free from the bondages finally, and then rushes out to the door. Sanam, from the other end, is relieved that Ahil is alive. He asks her to open the door anyhow, relieved that she is safe. She asks him not to be scared as she is opening the door. Meanwhile, Tanveer pulls the trigger and Seher feels the heat and falls on the floor. She thinks that with her done, now it's her sister's turn. She turns around to find Sanam trying to open the door and pulls the trigger at her too, but Sanam evades and a hole in the door is drilled through the pistol. They try to break it open. Sanam rushes out and finds herself trapped in the factory. As she turns around, she again finds Tanveer aiming the pistol at her, saying that she has evaded enough and tortured her enough. She says that even God wants the daughters of her greatest enemies to be killed by her. She tells Mary Leslie how she killed Seher, and that now it's her turn, and she shall die a worse death than her own mother. Sanam is emotionally distraught. She stands stunned as Tanveer gets ready to pull the trigger. But before that, a stone comes and the gun falls away from her hands, and she is shocked. Sanam turns in the direction and finds Seher standing there. Sanam picks the gun. Seher asks Tanveer how is she shocked to see her alive after her attempt at having killed her. She says that she was saved by the power of truth that overpowered her lies and hatred. She tells how she woke up after having collapsed on the floor and finding that the bullet went through the cervix that was there around her neck. Tanveer goes and pushes Seher and she falls on the floor while Seher recovers. Sanam screams at Tanveer. The sisters recall their promise made to Dishad. Sanam begins to progress towards Tanveer. She stands in front of her and slaps her tight across her face. Well deserved, saying that she has taken advantage of her and her helplessness enough, as she is neither helpless nor weak, and asks Tanveer to stop it now. Sanam wrenches her hand as Tanveer whines in pain. Sanam recalls all the torture that she had put Ahil and her through. She lets go of her hand and Tanveer crushes her head against the wall, causing an injury. Sanam then recalls what she did to Rehan, while Tanveer asks her continuously to let her go. Seher is shocked to see such ferocity in Sanam. Sanam grabs Tanveer by the hand, asking even if she realizes how many lives she ruined and spoiled, as she recounts the massacre that she did with her and Ahil's family. She continues to pelt Tanveer with one wound after another while she gags for breath. Seher gets emotional seeing such an outburst from Sanam. She is shocked to see Sanam standing in front of Tanveer with the pistol for the first time aimed at Tanveer, saying that she would free her from her life today so that she can't ruin anyone's life ever again. And she would have to pay for her sins by dying today. Ahil comes in the middle and begs Sanam to save her. Sanam keeps protesting while Ahil tries to emotionally and physically overpower her. He says that he doesn't want Sanam to turn bad to kill bad. Tanveer gets up frustrated. Seher and the Nawab are tense. Sanam is shocked as Ahil says that even if she never thought like that, but she is his mother after all, and that he doesn't want her to stain her hands with someone else's blood. Sanam burst into uncontrollable tears, having an emotional outburst. Nawab asked Tanveer to thank the Lord that she got saved due to Ahil today, or else he had just one hope to see her die. Tanveer is frustrated. Ahil composes her in his arms while she is crying. Ahil, Nawab, along with Seher and Sanam, walk out oblivious that Tanveer creeps from behind. What a cut. With Ahil and Sanam eyeing each other emotionally, Tanveer steadily comes and sets the cannonball on fire, aiming it at the four of them. What? Thinking that till she is alive she would win and Sanam would lose, and this shall be her biggest and most deadly victory ever so far. But she is boggled to find the cannonball changing its direction and moving away from its aim. She is shocked to see Zoya's apparition standing before her with an aura of bright light. Zoya says that she never did and shall never understand that one day evil shall definitely be over. Tanveer is stunned. They both see Ahil caressing Sanam. The apparition vanishes, and Tanveer eyes the cannonball burning alight. Finally, the cannonball sets off and explodes the building on which it was aimed, shattering the whole factory. Ahil, Sanam, and Seher too feel the impact, which causes Tanveer's head too to hit against the cannon machine. As Ahil, Seher, the Nawab, and Sanam turned around, they are shocked to find Tanveer on the floor with a massive head injury. Ahil screams out for his mother while Tanveer whines in pain as blood gushes from his head. Sanam Seher watches in shock as Tanveer clutches at her head. To their horror, Tanveer falls on the ground with a severely wounded head. Ahil rushes to her, appalled, while Tanveer desperately tries to get away from him. She keeps saying that he isn't her son, while he begs someone to call the ambulance. Tanveer screams that he isn't her son and that only Rehan is her son. Ahil is dumbstruck. Tanveer says that they three killed Rehan and she got blamed for it and she won't spare any of them. Ahil still keeps saying that nothing would happen to her as Tanveer lies dying in his arms. She says that her daughter shall avenge her death. All are shocked. He keeps asking Sanam to call the ambulance while Tanveer has a severe headache and splitting pain and finally breathes her last and closes her eyes. In his arms, he lets out a scream of horror as Sanam, Seher, and Nawab watch disturbed, while Ahil is in deep grief. He breaks into tears on her dead body as all of her crimes recount again in a flashback. Somewhere in deep darkness, a girl wakes up instinctively, who is actually Tanveer's daughter, looking just like her. She gives a sweet smile looking at the moon. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.